Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the author community, the book business bosses, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, rise and shine, and give God the glory. Because it's been a busy weekend for me, and I trust it's been a busy one for you, an enjoyable one. We are smack dab into fall and the holiday season, and if you're like me, you're running it and running it and running it. But this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm breathing. It is a great day to celebrate. So I just wanted to come on really quickly. I'm not going to spend much of your time because I know y'all are getting ready for church, getting ready to get on the Zoom calls for church this morning. But I wanted to come on and talk about building the dream team. Now, first off, the team starts with you. The team starts with you. Are you ready for a team? Now, you may be working hard enough, and either in your career, in your business, even if you still consider your business a side hustle, the team still starts with you. If you're going to do anything really great, it's going to require somebody else. I have, as you know, I've said it often and all the time. And if you've been around me a lot, I will tell you I have control issues. I do. And I confess it. My husband knows it. And because I can do a lot of things, I am multi gifted. It's an issue. But there are times when the multi gifted, the multi talented do get overwhelmed. We do take on too much, and therefore we need help. When my husband was dating me, my father told him we didn't build her to be domesticated. She's not the great homebody. She is. We built her for business. When I was 14, I had a Selectric 2 typewriter. I was taking typing in Eastern High School. I was the fastest typist in my class. And my dad bought me a typewriter, and he had a part-time secretary. And then she eventually faded out because he said, Julia will do it. So I typed contracts, I typed letters, I did all of that. And so therefore, yeah, I was built for business. Business is in my blood. Business is all I know. If you've known me, you know my parents had a business, very successful janitorial service for years, hired many people in the city. It just is what it is. And those contracts that helped them build that business, I typed it. And those letters responding, I typed it. So I'm super excited and proud of the legacy that I carry on in business. But the team still starts with you, especially when you're able to do multiple things. Should you be doing them? You got to ask yourself that question. So then, of course, the team starts with you. So if the team starts with you, because have you ever noticed that when teams don't win, they get rid of the coach? Have you ever noticed that? I'm a sports fanatic, so that's kind of what I notice. When the team doesn't win for the year, they don't necessarily just get rid of all the team members. They say it's the leader that's the problem. So they get rid of the coach. They may shift management around. It's the leadership. It's leading that's the problem. So the team starts with you. So therefore, you have to decide and be honest with yourself and say, what are your strengths? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Yeah, yeah. So you have to decide, what are your strengths? What are you strong at? What are you good at? What are you really, really good at? And then decide, what are your weaknesses? What are you not so good at? Now, over time, as you continue to mature, whether in your business, even if you're just having not just, but if you are establishing a nonprofit, you're going to get more done if you have a team, if you have somebody working with you. And you got to, with control issues, that extends to trust issues. Trust that they're going to do it. Oh, if they don't do it, I just do it myself. Well, what happened? Why did it break down? what happened. So what are your weaknesses? And then determine what are your strengths. Okay. And then go back to the beginning though. The team starts with you. The team's success sometimes determines the leader's communication ability. Did they clear it clearly? Because I had a team member and I realized, okay, I didn't clearly communicate what I wanted. So it's not really the team member's fault because they delivered what I asked. It's my fault because I didn't say exactly what I delivered. I wanted delivered, what I wanted accomplished. And if you're not clear in those goals, and if you're not clear in those specifications, not being nasty, not being bullying, not being, just, controlling to a micromanaging fault. But if you're not clear, this is how we want it done. This is when we need it done. This is what needs to happen. Then when they deliver, but not like you want it and to your expectations, did you say that? Did you write it? Did you clarify it? Did you reemphasize it? Yeah. So that's always an issue that you have to be honest. This is, as I say, this is for the grown-ups. This is for people who are really serious about what they do. They're serious about their ministry. They're serious about their nonprofit, because you're going to need a team for a ministry. You're going to need a team for a nonprofit. You're going to need a team for your business. You're going to need a team for your, if you have an MLM, if you're reselling somebody else's product and you're building a team that way. I'm not going to say the name, but the jewelry people, the makeup people, the people who are resellers, if you're going to build a team and continue to keep your team motivated, the team still starts with you. How motivated are you? How motivated are you able to determine others? How motivated do you need the team members to be? And can you help motivate the team? Sometimes it's great, and I love working with self-motivated people, because that's the kind of person I am. And I'm usually looking for people that I don't have to micromanage. I don't have to double back up and say, okay, where are we at? And people get busy, and especially if you're outsourcing, that they have multiple clients. You're not the only one. So therefore you have to have reasonable deadlines and reasonable expectations. And so therefore that has a whole nother set of connotations for your inner circle. So you have the inner circle team that work directly close to you and are dedicated to you, and hopefully you're paying them. Then you have maybe the volunteer. Then maybe you have the, as they say, the street team, the boots on the ground, who may be volunteering, and you may provide some type of benefits or access or even payment of something, a gift card or some kind of prize or a box or something in compensation for what they do, when your business is not at the point of, oh, I can pay you. So therefore, so think about it. This is kind of part one, because I'm not going to be on very long talking about this, but that's really something that you really have to consider. And then the last thing, think about, you're in the virtual, digital, and online space. So therefore, you're going to have to do it differently than, walking in the room and actually looking at them, looking at your team members. You'll have to determine, okay, we're going to have a meeting on Thursdays at 12 o'clock. Bring your sandwich, bring your lunch, and let's talk. Or we're going to have a meeting on Wednesday at 4 and bring your sandwich or bring your snacks and let's have a conversation and see where we are, see where the problems are, and see what is broken down. I hope just those things help you in moving toward building your dream team. Now, if it doesn't, in right over my left shoulder is a set that I have written, Building the Dream Team, the book and the workbook. And if you go to JuliaRoystonStore.com, that's JuliaRoystonStore.com, I have a Build the Dream Team bundle, which includes a strategy session. So you're wanting to have a strategy session with me and say, okay, this is the team I got. What do I need to do? What is the why, and what direction do I need to have? Now, implementation session, that's more, but go to Julia Royston's store. I have a special on my book, the workbook, and a 30-minute strategy session. So feel free to go right there at Julia Royston's store and purchase it and then schedule it. because I know that I have struggled over the years with building a dream team, and I know that there are others in business who have too. So let's talk about it. Let's get the strategy for your team, which is totally different than my team, because it's different business, different requirements. You're different. I'm different. So we have to map that strategy out. And good morning. Good morning. We have to map that strategy out on what that looks like so that you can build the dream team you need for your business, for your ministry, for your nonprofit. Because, hey, how you doing, Lisa? So it looks totally different in the virtual digital online space, and if you're a micromanager who needs to look at people on their eyeballs and be in the room physically with them, this is a struggle for you. So you have to maybe pull up on the gas on the micromanaging, where you're just standing over people's shoulder and all of that. It looks different, and it needs to be different. The workers are different. If you're working with outsourcers, people outsourcing, that's different too as well, because it's a totally different a ball game now that we're remote. We are doing things more in the virtual, digital, and online space. So I hope that helps you. I hope those materials help you too as well. Building the dream team, go to julieroystonstore.com. So I'm super excited for the things that we're doing in the holiday season, and providing materials and providing information to you. So coming up next at 10 a.m., of course, is Live Your Best Life on envision-radio.com. I am super excited. My guest today is Mr. Brian J.T. Watts. Good morning, Dr. Bowles. Mr. Brian J.T. Watts, he is a tutor, and he has an educational consulting business. So listen in on envision-radio.com for all of that information, so that you can, we're designed to help you live your best life. So let me put that address so you can just click on there and go right there. And then, of course, after that at 11 a.m., the business owner, actress, comedian, author, and headliner at envision-radio.com, Miss Cheryl Underwood will be on at 11 a.m. Super excited for spiritual nourishment to be a part of the Envision Radio family. So I'm Dr. Julia Royston, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth. If you are interested in writing a book, if you are interested in getting that book out that you want to get to the world, we want to go ahead and get started on that book. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. So talkwithroyston.com is my calendar if you're ready to write that book now. And let's have a conversation and let's move forward. So head on over to envision-radio.com, where Live Your Best Life with myself is the host. And my guest today is Mr. Brian J.T. Watts. And then don't go anywhere. Spiritual Nourishment with Miss Cheryl Underwood will be there at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Be blessed. Have an awesome rest of the day. Have a fantastic week. And build your dream team. Be blessed. Bye-bye.